Good afternoon. I've been working on another worry from the past that continues. Some of the concerns are really kind of burdensome, but we just have to hope that the professionals that are supposed to be knowledgeable and for keeping the people healthy are working on behalf of keeping the people healthy. Um, there was a letter I found. I found a letter from back in 2011, from October of 2011, in which I discovered, or I was reminded, that someone of the corruption that keeps on disrupting against my life termed me as though I was being kind of being isolated in something that they term an Andromeda ward. And it's really kind of outrageous. And there isn't any. It isn't an actual ward or anything, and whoever it was might have been joking because of rumoring, but the concern reminded me that I had discovered some indications of possible conspiracy pertaining to the old 1971 sci-fi movie, The Andromeda Strain. It was really, it was really a worrisome movie. But that back then, during high school, I wouldn't have even suspected or imagined that there could be anything real about anything like that. But I hadn't yet understood what kind of secret conspiring I was experiencing, and what continues to be something mostly that these days is really overt. So anyway, through recent years, I remember hearing when I'd be walking around along the road, being forced out to the wayside because of the loud disruption, that there were some repeatedly saying words including the strain, and then also the stain, from, as I explained before, from the 1981 Orlando medical malpractice. And so when I found this days ago, I decided to start editing the report to use to accompany a video. Um, Details are in the letter. There isn't hopefully the movie was mostly only a fiction, but sometimes movies like that get people's attention and get their conspiring motivated. And when I noticed recently, when was it? Probably back about 2011. Uh, After I got my first computer, I had more research capability and discovered on Wikipedia that they had details about old movies. And when I saw the theatrical poster for the movie, I noticed the large hexagon design on it. Of course, that reminded me about the asserting recently that insists about the old Avalon Hill games that use hexagonal grid patterns for playing boards. Uh, I don't really like the subject because it seems kind of ridiculous, but really, they have been insisting about it, and as I've said in previous reports, and just recently I noticed scenes supposedly from military weapons sales scenes, office or testing area, or places of defense establishment elsewhere in our nation or elsewhere that repeatedly use hexagonal grids on their computer radar screens, including stretched and distorted hexagonal screens for whatever reason. So, with those matters in mind, I decided to go ahead and edit the letter from 2011 to remind of another concern that I've had on behalf of our nation and people. Uh, I've encountered a lot of medical conspiracy, and mostly what they go back to is the accusation from 1981. As I mentioned before, there was an occasion back in 2006 where what was described as a cancer was getting at the left corner of my mouth accusingly. It was obvious, from the same old accusation. That when I sought to get help in a clinic on one occasion, a reply of a staff member was actually, not said to me directly, but in conversation near the door was, we'd say that there's, and then they use the SUCK word, in his blood. And the doctor on the scene actually proudly put his thumb, as of putting a thumbprint of approval onto the cancer sore near the corner of my mouth. So those kinds of experiences make me realize that there is an official corruption about the matter, and it does persist. They're really against, they're against me having any kind of progression about anything. And if one of them was here right now, he just, he sneaks his identity, into the sounds of everything, and he says that he again says the word does. But you see, they're exactly wrong, and I think mostly they're about what their own habits are, and they're very egotistical about their own habits, and they have a demand that others must have done something that they do, but it's really, it's really their significant pivot, but I'm certain that I did. And so, on behalf of people's safety and good health, this was another concern that I had worked on and described in the detailed in the description of this. I'm hoping everyone's having a good day and that there's a, good, healthy future.